Well, hey there. I thought I would do a quick little demo today on making some fun bubble paper. So what I've got today is, this is cotton paper, so it's got a really nice texture to it. This is Bristol board, so it's more like cardstock. Then I also have ink. I have a blue here that I'm going to use, and I also have a black that I'm going to use today. I also have a spatula, cups for the water, and the ink. I didn't have any big straws, so I'm gonna have to use little drink straws, and our good old Dawn dishwashing liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix those up here in just a moment in here, and we'll move on to the next step. But I wanted to give a little something to everybody. This probably isn't going to be something I'm going to teach in a class, so this will probably be the only time you're going to see it at this point. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys some of the fun stuff that we're going to do with ARTRA and really make it something fun and a space to where you can create and learn how to do different techniques and different things. So I'll be right back. So what I've done so far is I've put some ink in here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of dishwashing liquid in there because we want to make sure we get the bubbles. See bubbles, see bubbles, we need to see bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to put a little water in here. So hang tight, stay right there, I'm gonna get some water. And I should have had that ready. But guess who didn't have water ready? But that's okay. My videos aren't going to be perfect because I'm not. So if you're expecting perfection, you're in the wrong spot. So put a little bit of water in there. And let's see how this goes. Okay. So the next thing, opening up my straws here. Remember when you were little and you weren't allowed to like blow into your milk? Guess what? You get to blow into these bubbles. So I'm going to create bubbles here. This is one way to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this here. I'm going to mix it just a little bit. You can see we have some bubbles already. So I'm going to blow. And then I'm going to take my spatula, scrape the bubbles off, and lay them on the page. So I'm going to do that again. Let me put a piece of paper towel down here. I'm going to do that again. So I take this, get my spatula, probably dig down in here. Yeah, we can dig down in. Lay some down. Okay, I want to do a little bit more. Now this is currently on the Bristol board, so it's going to react differently than the cotton, which I'll do here in just a moment. Oops. Okay, well, there we are. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off my spatula. Well, I don't know why I'm wiping it off. Okay, so that was on the Bristol board. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, let it do what it's doing. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to do the same color, but I'm going to do it on this cotton, so you'll see how the cotton takes the design differently. So the thing to think about is a lot of times papers react differently to media based on how they're made. So Bristol board tends to hold things on and above the paper because it's not a porous paper. This is a porous paper. So I'll be curious to see how this works. Now, like I said, I'm using ink here today, but you can use a variety of acrylics. As a matter of fact, the demo that I saw online was actually with acrylic paint. would be a fun activity for kids for the summer. And you see how, like, just now when I was laying it down, I could just let it fall, but also I could pull it so it kind of creates a different shape. And I feel like there needs to be some more. And there's a variety of ways to make these bubbles. This is just one way to create this kind of bubble magic, if you will. So there's how it is with the cotton paper. So I'm going to do the same thing now with the blue. I'm going to take a different straw because I don't want to mix my color up. Okay, mix it up a little bit. Now there is another way to do this, but unfortunately I don't have a plastic bottle handy that I could do this with. So we'll just have to save that for another day. So once again, I'm gonna blow the bubbles. Take my spatula, scrape it off, lay it down. Scratch it off. Okay, we'll do it again. I think I might need some more dishwashing liquid in this one. Feels a little light on the dishwashing liquid because I'm not getting many bubbles. Mix it up. Ideally, you would want more of a drinking straw so you could get more bubble action, but I don't have any drinking straws. I thought I did, but I don't. But I was wanting to make sure I did this demo, so I'm doing it without them. But it's a super fun activity. Like I said, I think it'd be great for like kids. Oh, that's gonna be fun. For the summer. And like I said, you can just kind of play a little bit, move it around. And if you like what that looks like I don't mind that, I'm just gonna set it aside. And now I'm gonna take the blue and put it on the Bristol board here, which hopefully you can see well. So here's the Bristol board. And really what I love about these are how, well, it's just so abstract. I mean, you can control it to a certain spot, but then after that, it's gonna do whatever the heck it wants to do. And what I also like is it's so very subtle. Like this is pretty much almost dry now. I mean, it's got a little wetness to it because it is cloth paper. See how it's coming through on the back? It's a cotton paper. Whereas the Bristol board, you can still see it's got a couple shiny spots, but doesn't come through because it's a different paper. But it's kind of fun how it looks. And so this is the black, and of course the blue is a little more subtle. But that's so pretty. And this one, of course, is still wet, so wait for it to dry. But you can just imagine the fun that you could have with this, drawing around it, cutting it, doing it all over pattern, and creating like papers for journaling, this would be a great way to play with paper for journaling. And like I said, there's other ways to do it. One involves actually taking a Coke bottle and dipping it into the paint, and then actually blowing through the end of the Coke bottle to make this larger pattern. But I really like this one because I think it's just kind of cool how the little spaces start to do. And I'm loving if you can see how the bubbles are slowly starting to go away down here, and they're creating these wonderful little spaces that are just, I mean, come on. Look at those little, look at this, right here. Look at all these little lines. Look at those tiny, tiny, tiny little lines that's created by the bubbles. I just think that's so pretty. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. So this is the kind of stuff we're going to do with ARTRA. We're going to do some things that are kind of artsy craftsy, and then we're going to do some stuff that isn't artsy craftsy. It's more art related, like drawing and painting. But then I want to do things like this that are very approachable for people, because I think a lot of times people get really freaked out when they hear somebody's doing an art class. They think, oh, I can't do that it's going to be complicated, or I can't do it. I don't know how many people I have heard when I said, I'm doing an art class, well, I can't draw a straight line. No, most people can't draw a straight line, but we all are born with artistic talents, and we all paint and draw and color when we're little, and something switches in our head because somebody said, oh, that doesn't look like X, Y, or Z. And then suddenly we go, well, I can't draw anymore. And we go away from it. But we all have that in us. We all have the capability to be creative and to draw and to paint. Think back to when you were little. That's why those adult coloring books were so popular during the pandemic, for God's sakes, is because it brought us back to our childhood. It soothed us and calmed us down. So anyway, but I'm getting off my soapbox. Anyway, everybody, please keep your eyes open. I promise you that there are class schedules coming in the very near future for everything ARTRA related. So take care, and I will see you very soon.